Hey YouTube, what's up?
SGR Tactical is back.
I'm Ben, this is Steven. We've been away for a while, but we're back. And so are the lovely firearms that we desire. Cold hard steel, if you know what I mean. Today we're doing a video. I'm going to walk Steven here on how to clean this AR-15, M4, M16 variant. Doesn't matter. You clean them the same way, and we're gonna do a pretty in-depth for beginners. A lesson. Steven is getting taught a lesson. So we're gonna adjust the camera and we're gonna get going. But first, safety first. Go ahead and make sure it's unloading clear.
Good to go.
Good to go. All right, here we go.
All right, before we get our hands dirty here, we're gonna go over a couple things that you might need to clean your AR-15. It can be a little intimidating if you don't know what you're looking for. Going to the store, you go to any of your sporting goods stores, Cabela's, anything like that, or even shop them online. They make little kits with a stick here, the brushes that you're gonna need, some simple Q-tips and brushes. But what you're gonna want is a good cleaner, like a CLP cleaner we like to use here. The sticks or the brushes that you can get, they come individually, or you can get a kit with a bunch of different ones in it. You're going to want like a 5.56 or a 2.23 to clean an AR-15 out with. Ben, you got just a universal kit, or?
Yeah, if you're a military member and you're new, you can go to your exchange or shopmyexchange.com and you can actually get an M4 cleaning kit on the website. I'm not sure if they opened up Shop My Exchange to civilians or not, but it's something you can look for. You're going to want some different size swab. I use this size swab for the star brush. This is a chamber brush. It cleans the chamber and the feed ramps, and then these little bore brushes here.
A little bright, but
yeah,
we get the picture.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
There you go. So we've already made sure that the firearm is unloaded. Steven, you'll start by separating the upper and the lower by pushing those two pins in.
Two sides.
Yeah.
The cap, so.
On different firearms, it can be trickier to push these. Some of you might need to use the back end of the brush and push it if your fingers aren't strong enough. Go ahead. Let's see if you're strong enough, Steven.
Ooh, the big test here. Ooh, let's see here.
You got to pull it.
Ooh, is she stuck?
You need Daddy to do it?
Alright.
Alright, so he's removed the lower. And we're just going to set this off for right now to the side. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze the charging handle release on the side.
Yep. So
nope, don't do it that way.
Okay.
You're going to want to flip it up like this.
Yes, up.
And you're going to squeeze that.
Okay.
And
so as that comes out.
Yep. There you go. So that's your bolt carrier group. Notice this mat here. This mat was issued to me in the U.S. Marine Corps over 20 years ago, and it's a M16A2 layout. But I would assume you guys that are new could find
They make them different mats or
cloth. Different mat or cleaning cloth. All right, so I think what we'll do, Steven, is we'll start off. Let's start off with the bolt carrier group, because this is the most intricate part of the cleaning process, and we'll set your upper off to the side.
That's good.
All right, so I call these IP brushes. You can call it a rifle toothbrush. We're gonna actually disassemble this.
All right.
So if you look here, right here, there's a little cotter pin.
Okay.
You're gonna start by removing that cotter pin. You can use your fingernails if you can't get it with your fingernails.
Yeah, but I was able to get my fingernails, so it comes right out. It's easy to see there. You just pull it right out.
Yep, pull it right out and set it. Well, go ahead and use this thing. Here. That's a firing pin retaining pin, so set it right here.
So there's a little guy right there.
Yep, that way you don't lose it.
Yep.
Okay, now you're gonna tip the bolt up, and your firing pin just fell out. So you can go ahead and set your firing pin right here on the firing pin thing.
Okay.
Now you're gonna flip it up like this.
Yep.
And you're gonna notice here that there's this little key in here.
Okay. Yep.
It's a bolt cam pin. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the bolt like this and push it.
Okay.
Once it's there,
So you push it up.
yep, you're going to turn this, the bolt cam pin, side, so it's the long way.
Yep.
See, it's the long way. It's not a perfect square, so you the long way, and you're going to go ahead and pull that out.
Okay, so it's
You have to push it. You'll push the bolt back in,
okay.
and then you pull this.
Oh, pull it out. Okay, yep. There you go.
There you go. And you can go ahead and set it on the bolt cam pin spot. There
Yep.
you go.
There she is.
All right, now you're gonna take and just pull the bolt straight out. Cool. Now you're gonna set your bolt carrier. Just set it down right here. You'll want to take your extractor off. We're gonna do it. You're gonna remember there's 3 gas rings on a gas operated system. These rings right here. You want to inspect them for excessive wear and make sure they're not bent.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Now there's a little pin here.
Yep, I see it.
It's an extractor pin.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, all right, people at home, this piece right here is an extractor. You're gonna apply pressure with your thumb. You're gonna pick up the firing pin, and you're going to push that pin slightly out so that you can grab it with your fingers. You see what I'm doing here? So then you're gonna keep pressure and remove the pin. This is the pin. Very important, do not lose the extractor pin. And then that allows you to remove the extractor. Oh, cool. Yours actually has a little buffer that help make your extractor spring stronger.
Nice.
Yeah. Probably helps with wear as well. Oh, anyway, so you're gonna set that down. Now we can get the cleaning. Go ahead and grab your CLP.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be a pain to open that kind. The CLP, the break free, they also make a version that's aerosol. I don't like it as much. It's harder to control.
A little messy.
So, all right, you're going to take your little brush here.
Yep.
And you're going to put your CLP right on there. All right, go ahead and grab your firing pin and start scrubbing. You're going to use pressure all different ways. Yep. While your pin's out, you're also going to inspect the tip to make sure it's not bent or appearing mushroomy. Okay. Now you're going to grab it from the front side. Yep. And you're going to scrub underneath where it actually hits the bolt carrier. Yep.
All right.
So, all right, let me see it for a sec. You'll see here, this surface here, you want to make sure you clean that, so you just turn it like this. Okay, get all that. This one's not too bad. I've had it where I've had to take a little wire brush and scrape the gunpowder residue off. Gunpowder residue is very corrosive. If you have a very nice firearm like this FN that Steven has, you want to take care of it by cleaning it. Okay, so he's cleaned this. All right, you're going to take this rag and you're going to wipe off all that dirt and corrode. Good way to know if you're cleaning it good enough is if you wipe it with the blue or the cloth you're using and see if there's any debris. See, he's got some debris, so you go to a clean spot, wipe it again, and you want to do that until you don't see any. Then go ahead and set that down. That's good, nice and clean. All right, now for this one.
Yep.
The bolt itself is, the firing pin goes through the bolt like so, and it goes and it hits the round here. So we want to make sure we clean that.
Yep.
I like to use these Q-tips for the inside.
Yep.
See? So you put a little CLP on there.
There we go.
All right, and then you're just going to run this all the way down, and you're going to twist it in a twisting motion all the way up and down.
Up and down there.
Yep. Well, I have these pipe cleaners here too, so these are good to have. I would assume you can get them at a tobacco shop where they sell pipes, but we, yep. And then you can take this and you can, yep. See how it goes all the way through?
Yep.
And then you'll pull it all the way out, and then it's clean. So you did good on the inside.
Perfect.
Now you're going to take your brush here and put a little more CLP on it. And you're going to scrub the bolt face.
face of it.
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to scrub it back and forth. You want to get all that, if there's brass buildup or whatnot on there, get it all off. You want to turn, and you want it where these locks are, you're going to get in between there. You're going to do the whole complete surface. You're going to really scrub. You're not going to hurt it, so just, you know, there you go. Flip it over, get the other side, get those gas rings real good. Yep, there you go.
This is where it's starting to get a little bit dirty.
Yeah, it's getting dirty, man. Yep, go ahead and wipe it off. Once you get this part, you know, you wipe it off.
Yep.
When you reassemble it, you can put oil on it.
Oil back
and
up.
You don't want to wipe all the oil off. It's a high heat, you know. It's like very, very important part of the rifle. All right, let me see it. Let me test it. Let me take this brand new clean swab and see how well he did. Oh, I don't know. Well, you better take the Q-tip and really get in there and get the rest of it out of there. You can do this process at home as fast as you are capable of. It's just...
Take your time and go slow. If you got the time to do it, make sure you get it all done right.
Yeah.
It might look a little intimidating. It's really not bad at all.
Especially with the little parts. You don't need to Q-tip the outside. The brush hit that pretty good.
Perfect.
Let me test it again. You're going to hate this. At least you're not in the Marines. Ah, clean. Good job. So we're going to set that down. All right, grab your brush.
Yep.
Grab your CLP, put some more oil in there. Grab your bolt cam pin.
Yep.
Go ahead and scrub the whole complete outside of that, and then use this Q-tip and get inside the hole. Yep.
Okay.
That hole is where the firing pin rides through. So the bolt, it all locks itself together.
You guys are following along at home, you guys can just pause it and go back and forth, whatever helps. So if we're going around the same speed you guys are, be able to look at what you got laying in front of you guys.
There you go. Go ahead and wipe that down. Use your... You can get these Q-tips if you can't find them at a sporting goods store. You can actually go online to a medical supply company. I think dentists use them. I'm not sure. All right, set it down, and then you're going to go to your extractor pin.
Yep.
And just give that a wipe down.
Just wipe it down?
Yeah, just wipe that one down, because you could scrub it if you saw buildup, but it's such a tight area inside there.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Yep, set it off to the side and do the same thing with the firing pin, retaining pin, which is the cotter pin that we removed to take the firing pin out. All right, go ahead and grab your extractor.
Yep.
Let me see it real quick.
Yep.
With the extractor at home, it is normal for this spring to come off. This buffer, not all of you are going to have this little buffer on the extractor spring. It's an aftermarket accessory. Some companies like FN will add them. It helps with the pressure that this has to eject the round. This lip here, you want to make sure that you really scrub this lip in there. This is your extractor. This is really important. This is where it pulls that empty brass after the round is fired and throws it out of the rifle. So go ahead and scrub that. But be careful not to lose that spring. And if you have a spring and a buffer, don't lose the buffer. So at this time, you're inspecting the extractor. Make sure there's no nicks, cracks, anything that looks out of the ordinary. Months ago, these parts were kind of easy to get. Now you might have a hard time getting them. There's a lot of good companies out there. I like using mapartsinc.com to get a lot of parts. You got really good customer service as well, and they ship things out pretty fast if they have them in stock. I'll wipe that thing down.
Is that alright? I think I'd pull it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll reseat.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
you did good there. All right, now for the bolt carrier itself. This is the bolt carrier. All these parts together are called a bolt carrier group, in case you're confused at home. All right, so in here.
Yep.
So in there, you want to clean in there real good on both sides. You want to get your small end of your brush and try to get it in there like this.
Like so. Okay.
Yep, and you're going to put a lot of oil on that, and you're going to scrub the outside, inside. You're going to set it like this, and you're going to scrub here like
Okay.
that on both sides. You're going to really get that really clean.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you can see.
Yep.
Like Ben said, you're not gonna hurt it. So.
Yeah, you're not going to hurt it. When you're cleaning your rifle, it's very good to inspect your parts. I really haven't had... I've had a firing pin have to be replaced, but other than that, just general maintenance. The gas rings, they're pretty simple to replace if you need to. They're inexpensive. So he's scrubbing. It's kind of funny in boot camp. They're yelling. The drill instructors were yelling faster, and we'd have to yell harder, and then they would yell harder, and we'd have to yell faster. And I mean, we got pretty good at cleaning these. Yep. You gotta make sure you go on this side as well.
Okay.
Yep. Get it done. You ain't gonna hurt that thing. Alright, now on the inside there's a surface down in here. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see how this only goes into there.
Yep.
I take the Q-tip and I go like this. If it was really built up and I looked in there with the flashlight, see how dirty that is? I would actually put a brush on. So I'll take a swab like this, and I don't think the star brush will fit in there, but maybe. Oh yeah. And I'll take this little star brush, thread the rod on, and I'll get that brush on that surface, and I'm pushing and I'm scrubbing. See, I'm getting all that off. That's if it's really dirty. This one is a little bit dirty. And you can look in there. I wish I had a better light. I don't have a better light right now, but if the swab comes out like this, it's not clean enough. So you change your swab until it comes out clean. For this video, so we don't bore you at home, everybody's rifle is probably dirty at different levels of dirtiness, but see how it came out cleaner? For the video, so we don't bore you, you just keep throwing them swabs out until it comes out clean.
Yep.
Alright, Steven, go ahead and wipe all the excess grime and stuff off of that. See if, yeah, get your finger in there. Yep, you can even use the brush with that to push that in there if you want. There you go. There you go. That looks pretty damn good. That's pretty clean. Good job. Alright, let's reassemble that so we can get it out of the way.
Okay.
So you're going to start by taking the extractor, the bolt. So you got the bolt, the extractor. The spring side of the extractor goes towards these gas rings, and you'll place it in like so. Then you'll take the extractor pin, which is this little pin here, and you'll apply pressure with your thumb like this. See the hole? You push pressure with your thumb and you'll push this pin back in place. Sometimes it's hard when you got a good spring in there, but if you just push your thumb down like that and push the pin, it goes in. It's in there good. Alright, so that's clean. Now we want to reassemble this, the bolt carrier group. So Steven, you're going to take your bolt carrier group.
Yep.
The key, this is where the gas comes through the gas tube and hits this, and the bolt goes back to reload, right? This extractor, the bolt face here, and the extractor need to face to the right side of this gas key. So you're going to go ahead and, sometimes it can be tricky. Actually, we're going to put a little bit of lube on this. Right? I'm going to use my fingers. Sometimes it can be a little tricky.
Is it on that pin? Nope.
Alright, so it goes in. Sometimes it can be tricky, but it's meant to be. So the extractor is right here, and it's on the right side. It's on the right side. So if this is facing away from you, it's kind of weird with the camera, but all right. So you got your bolt.
Yep.
Now take your bolt pin.
Yep.
Now see, let's show these people at home.
Okay.
So this thing is not a perfect square. So what we're gonna do is, let's see if we can get this right. So we want the long way to go the long way with the bolt. And we're just gonna set it just like this. It'll only go in this way. And you're gonna just push it down and then turn it. So go ahead and see if you can
push it down
and turn it.
Yep.
Alright, see, now it's not parallel with the bolt carrier. Now you're gonna take your bolt like this.
Yep.
Take your firing pin, and you can go right here.
Yep.
And just drop it in there.
Drop it right on in.
Yep. Push it all the way down. There you go.
Okay.
So he put his firing pin back in. Now he's got to put the firing pin retaining pin in. This can be tricky as well because it's a cotter pin, which means it's split. It's got some tension on it. You'll go on the left side of the bolt carrier group and go ahead and put it in there. You want to push it until it's all the way flush with the side. You might have to twist it a little. There you go. So he's got it in. It's flush. It can be tricky because it's got the cotter pin has to close together and protrude in this little port right here. So now to test it, he can shake it. His firing pin doesn't pull out, and he can pull the bolt carrier forward like so. Okay, it's all locked, it's all secure. So all right, Steven, you're gonna take some oil and you're gonna rub some oil on the outside of that.
Okay.
Not too much. Yep, there you go. Just use your fingers, spread it all out, and then set it off to the side. So that's how you clean, disassemble, clean, and reassemble your bolt carrier group. So I always pull the bolt forward, it's just habit. All right, this is your charging handle. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Put some oil on the brush, scrub it. Make sure you scrub in here, inside there. Inspect make sure your latch here, you can squeeze that and scrub behind there. You don't want any dirt. Yep, the whole surface. All right, go ahead and squeeze the extractor or the charging handle.
Get right in there.
Release, yep, get right in there. Use just scrub it, make sure it's good. And then, all right, you can, that's good. Then wipe it down, yep. Let me see something here.
Yep.
What you can do to get in here is you can take your rag here or a swab and you just push it in like this. There can be a lot of gas buildup, residue. See? So let's take one of our larger ones. I got plenty of these. So, and all right.
Nice.
All right. Now you're gonna take some oil and just put a couple drops of oil and rub some oil in there. You don't want the oil built up so much that it actually traps and holds dirt. So this is just an easy way to maintenance your rifle. All right. So this is good to go. Yeah, you really
chill oil out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a little
good
too much
though.
there.
Well, this gets a lot of friction if it's
yeah.
toss these dirty Q-tips out. Alright, so now that's the charging handle of the bolt carrier group. Now we're going to scrub the lower. But what we're going to do first, Steven, is you see this buffer goes down.
Yep.
There's a pin here. It pushes. You're going to push that pin. Can you see it? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
So they can see it. This pin here you can push in, and then you can remove the buffer. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to show you real quick. I don't want to push that pin. It's so hard not facing this thing. Here, I'm going to have to do it like I would. There we go. Turning that. Right, now we can get it. Push the pin. Alright, got the pin in. Now the buffer is going to come out, and so is the spring. There's a lot of tension on this. This is your buffer right here and buffer spring. We're going to clean those as well. Alright, so set that down for a sec.
Yep.
This buffer just comes right out like this. This is what helps charge your weapon. Alright, oil on the brush. I know it's repetitive, right?
Lots of oil. Get it all cleaned up.
Yep. Scrub it.
Spring or
Both.
two?
Every surface. This is one of the easier parts to get clean. Yep. It was clean to begin with.
Yeah.
You need to shoot more. If any of our subscribers has any leads on 5.56 or 2.23 ammo, if you would, please comment below, and we'll remember you when we get some swag made, like some hats and shirts. Yep, there you go. Wipe that all down. This is a very thorough way of cleaning this rifle. These rifles are so well built. It's just awesome. They're just effective.
And when to clean your gun. When you first get it, you take it out. All that fun stuff. So.
Alright, so let me see this spring. So this buffer and spring, you see there's a little gap here. You're just going to push that thing just like this. So it's seated.
It don't matter which side.
Nope. So we'll set that off to the side. These other awesome. Alright, now for the lower. Alright, this is your trigger group. This is your hammer. You got your release, your sear in there. Well, not auto sear, because this is not a full auto. But the easiest way to show them at home, put some oil on that brush. You're going to scrub around this. This is the bolt catch, bolt release.
Yep.
Go ahead and scrub all around that.
Okay.
I push this back. I'm putting it on safe. So I push the hammer back. You do not want to fire this weapon without the upper on, because you can bend your hammer. So when you're cleaning it, you'll put pressure on and squeeze the trigger when it's on fire, and you'll just gently ride it up. But when you're cleaning the front side, you're going to push it back till it clicks, and you're going to put the lower on safe. That way it doesn't go off, or you don't bump the trigger and damage something. I've had a hammer bent in an old Panther DPMS I had. Uh-oh, you dropping stuff?
Yeah.
What was it?
Your block.
You
block.
dropped my block. It's okay.
Is it in here?
Yep, you're gonna use your thumb and
Bring
get underneath there with the small part of the brush or the big part. Yep. You're gonna go on the front side as well. Make sure you get any dirt, debris out of there. Gunpowder residue. When the round is fired through the rifle, the burnt residue from gunpowder is very corrosive. These rifles are built very well to withstand that corrosion, but you still want to scrub it real good. Alright, so go ahead and scrub inside the mag well really good, all different sides, up and down,
Corners.
yep, corners. I want you to press your mag release button.
Yep.
And I want you to, he's going to press the mag release button right here, and then he's going to scrub this side. He's going to get, essentially you're trying to get in every little tiny spot that can hold dirt, debris. I know from talking to my brother and seeing some sand from Iraq on some stuff he brought back, that that stuff must have been horrible to have to keep cleaning out of there. It was like a silty sand. Go ahead and the inside, the hammer. Yep. All right, now you're gonna go ahead and wipe most of the excess. Did you get this pin?
Nope.
You scrub that pin. Your takedown pin, make sure you get both sides. Yep. Alright, go ahead and wipe all that excess off. Get that dirt and debris wiped off. We're trying to do this video for you so it's, if you're new and you never owned one of these before, you can follow along. We'll give you a clear path on how to clean the rifle, and like Steven said earlier, you can pause it if you need to. And so when you're cleaning all this, you're looking for cracks, you're looking to see if any pins are kind of coming out on their own. Hold on a sec, Steven.
Yep.
Right here is the hammer pin that holds the hammer in, and this is the pin that holds the trigger group in. You want to make sure those aren't riding out either way. I've also seen it where the rifle's been fired so much that the lower got wore out and the pin would kind of ride out. But alright, so he scrubbed from here forward. He's going to hold his finger here. He's going to put the weapon on fire. He's going to squeeze the trigger and let the hammer ride forward. You do not want to dry fire this. Alright, Steven, get some oil on that brush, get in there and clean all this inside stuff. Just scrub it.
Make sure you guys can see a little bit so it's not as me. I'm not always the best at giving you guys exactly what I'm seeing. Right down in there.
Yep. Alright, go ahead and wipe that off.
Yep.
One of the aerosol brake free that I was talking about earlier is actually really good. It comes with a little red straw like you'd see on a brake cleaner or carb cleaner. You could spray down in there to get all the stuff you just scrubbed out. But for now, we're just doing this. Okay, now we're gonna scrub the buffer tube. I say just because you're gonna go like that, take this and get it in there, turn it a little bit. There shouldn't be too much in there because this is a newer rifle, and just make sure it's clean. Alright, then you're gonna take a little bit of oil.
Yep.
And you're gonna, actually, you know what, we're not gonna put the oil directly in the buffer tube.
Okay.
You're gonna take your oil and you're just gonna oil this spring, and you're just gonna make sure it's got a nice good coat of oil for the buffer tube. Alright, so you've cleaned in there, you've got it all. Let me look at this. Let me do my Q-tip test so I can embarrass you. These Q-tips are awesome for getting in tight spots. I actually did pretty good. He's pretty good. Folks at home, you could applaud him in the comments below. If you have any questions, like why we're taking so long, it's just for beginners. If you're a badass or a Navy SEAL or something, don't talk shit, because we're just trying to help beginner people right now. So, very good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take the buffer spring. We're going to get it going. The cool thing is, when you get it down here, all you do is press until it clicks. And this pin, that pin, stops it. Alright, so this is clean, you'd think, right? Nah, we're getting thorough, right? You don't want anything to malfunction or anything when you're out there, right? You don't want any, I mean, look at that. This lint, what is that, pocket lint, Steven? Get that off of there. Scrub it with your brush and some oil and then wipe it down. I love this lesson because I get to tell them what to do.
Yeah, Ben didn't want to clean my rifle, so...
I don't clean other dudes' rifles. I'm just a dude playing another dude.
You guys got any other guns out there? We've done a couple cleaning videos, or at least I should say Ben has, so... Feel free to check those out.
Alright, go ahead and put some oil on your brush.
Yep.
If your brush gets super dirty, this is a newer brush I picked up. If it gets super dirty, you could take some oil and rinse it out and just kind of take like your cloth and pull the grime off, or just, they're cheap, get a new one. You could use a toothbrush if you don't have one of these. Firm toothbrush. Go ahead and put some oil on this.
Yep.
You're going to scrub the whole surface. All these little things here, you're going to make sure it's all just, yep. So what we're doing now is, these are made of aircraft grade aluminum, and they got an anodized, what is it, anodized type 3 coating. All different companies use different coatings on the outside. So this is just getting the grime off, right? When you're doing this on the outside, you're going to want to wipe this.
Yeah.
Wipe it off. You don't need extra on there. Just wipe it all off. Clean it all up. That oil really grabs the dirt and grime, so when you do use your cloth and you wipe it, you're really pulling that off of there. I think we ought to do a video and show them how to properly dirty one of these things.
Yeah.
Go ahead and scrub this side real quick.
Want to get out there shooting?
Yeah.
Make some videos like that.
If I can ever get YouTube rich, I will entertain the masses with explosions, diamond-plated guns. Make sure you get in the trigger. Yep. Alright, that's good. Wipe it all down. On the outside, you definitely don't want any extra. You don't need anything. You're out there, it's super hot, you're sweating non-stop. If you don't got gloves, you're trying to keep sweat out your eyes, and so it's looking pretty good. Let me see this thing. See how beautiful it looks? Hold on. Nice new look to it.
A little sheen.
Little sheen, yeah. Go ahead and test this, make sure you and your fancy butt stocks. Pretty good. Alright, so that's cleaning the lower. We're going to go ahead and set this off to the side. FN. Should stand for awesome. Alright, now for the upper and our Noveski pig. We'll clean that thing out too. It's actually pretty clean, Steven. You've been slacking.
Yeah.
Alright, so important parts to clean: this entire inside. And then there's a chamber, watch yourself,
Yep.
in here that we have a special star brush for. This is the star brush for the chamber. So we'll start with, we're going to do the barrel first. So we're going to set this, or well, let's do it so they can see it at home.
Yep.
I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Alright, so we've got this brush for a 5.56. It says 5.56 right on here. Boom, 5.56. And we have this military issued. So let's see, probably only need 3. Depending on the length of the barrel is dependent on how many of the rods. They come with 4 rods. One is the end rod here. This helps you grab it like this and you'll push it. So in Marine Corps recruit training, you'll see some videos out there where you'll have somebody put the rod in, screw on, take this off, pull the rod out, screw this on. Well, I say screw that. I'm going to do the Marine Corps style here. You're going to take this,
Yep.
you're going to make it to the T-handle, and you're going to put oil on that, lots of oil on that. And then you're going to scrub this barrel like you're scrubbing a pot.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah, like you're, so he's, can you see that on there?
I don't know if you can see me.
Hold
I
on,
can see how
let me
much.
scoot it forward.
There we go. Okay, ready?
Well, yeah, I gotta make sure that you're.
Yep.
So he's put the brush on there just to clean and swab. It's not the star brush, it's the 5.56 or 223 brush. All right, go ahead. And he's going to, yep, he's getting that oil, and there's rifling in these that it gives the round its stabilization and it leaves the barrel. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so now he's gonna go ahead and take this part off just because we got this other one. Let's see.
Okay.
There's two ways to do this. One, you take a patch on this brush and you wrap it around. Or you take this and you place this swab like this. So, alright, now you're gonna run it through and pull it out. It's gonna be really dirty. Let's see how dirty it is.
Oh, yeah.
Look how dirty that is. So, we're gonna take that off and then we're gonna put another swab on there and we're gonna put some oil on it. Alright, run that through back and forth a couple times.
This one's not as much resistance as the brush.
Well, we're gonna probably use the brush because I don't like.
Oh yeah, that's even worse yet.
Yeah, shame on you, Steven. I think if you clean your rifle within a half hour of shooting it, it opens up pores in the metal and helps the oil really get in there. I like. Let's see. Should be getting cleaner soon.
Yeah, a little bit better. There's a little bit of wet on there.
Alright, so what we're going to do to help this speed this up is we're going to go ahead and put this brush back on there.
Oop.
Alright, so he's got the brush back on there. You're going to take this swab here. You're going to take the swab. It'll stick. Alright, now push that all the way through. And when you get all the way through, yep, there you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, so I'm going to pull this off so I can show them. What that brush does is the pressure of the brush pushes the swab deeper into the rifling to help get a thorough clean. So that's pretty gnarly. Alright, go ahead and pull that out. Alright, go ahead and put that one back on there.
Okay.
I think, like, these are pre-manufactured. They're made of a decent material, but I actually like using old cotton shirts. I use my sock if I had to. Alright, put a little more oil on it. Alright, run that through. Yeah, see how it's coming out cleaner? Alright, let's see if we can... This is a big patch, I don't know. Actually, I know what to do. I'm going to take 2 patches for more pressure. These barrels are very tight. The diameter is very tight, so there you can feel the difference. So he's cleaning it. Alright, and then some of that is coming off the backside, so we got to get it in the backside. So we're going to flip it around.
Yep.
He's leaving the caps on his optic. If you don't have caps, just cover your optic, like put a plastic bag on it and a rubber band to keep oil from getting on your lens. Alright, so we have to clean the chamber that these locks on this bolt. It locks in here. There's feed ramps. There we go. I think they can see it.
Yeah.
So we got to clean in that, and that's what this star brush is for. It's tricky. Let's see here. Alright, so I always take the brush and I use the T-handle and I will take one other section. I'll put this on the T-handle on the star brush, like so. I will close the T-handle. See, it's got a flat spot, and you're gonna close that. It's meant so you can go like this, take another section of the cleaning rod, and then you can actually turn it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a bunch of oil on this.
Yep.
Alright, and then you're gonna, so you can see through the ejection port, you're gonna go ahead and shove that all the way in. Keep going.
Yep. Lift that up so you can see it a little bit.
Alright, so he's gonna force that star brush into the chamber. See how that big part did?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and move it to the left a little. All right, now go ahead and start turning it. Yep, you're gonna, yep, keep doing that, keep turning it. Okay, go ahead and pull it out. Now, this big part is for in the locks here, inside of there. It's hard to see on the camera, but there's dirt in there. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to push it in and out, just like you did the barrel. It's tricky, it's, you know, it's stiff, but it's very important to keep that clean. Okay, all right, take it out. Now you're gonna, now that you've scrubbed it, you're gonna look in there. He's scrubbed it. He's got there's a bunch of dirt and grime. I can see he got loose. You see all that
right
in there? Right. There's a couple ways to do this. You can use the Q-tip, and you can really get in there like this. Because watch this. See how dirty that is? So you're gonna take your brush. You can also put one of these larger swabs on this portion. Put some oil on it, on the swab, or here, I'll do it. All right, some oil. All right, go ahead and start turning it. There you go.
Be picking up all that excess.
Yep. All right, go ahead and pull it out. See how much you got off? Let me inspect this thing real quick. The brand new Q-tip. So, we're cleaning inside here. Let's see here. Not bad. Not good enough though.
Pretty gnarly in there yet.
Yeah, go ahead and we're gonna put some oil so it can really grab that. And you're gonna go like this. They make a bore foam cleaner that works really good for this. They sell it for muzzle loaders, and it foams up. You let it sit, and then you can just wipe it, and it all comes out. All right, so it's clean. You're gonna take a clean patch. You're gonna get in there. It's okay to leave oil in there, but now we can look down the barrel towards a bright light and see that it is perfectly clean in there.
Yeah, maybe I'll see all the rifling in there.
This has a chrome lined barrel. It's shiny. It's like a super shiny metal. So, your rifle, I don't know. Would you dirty like 10 patches maybe?
Yeah.
Alright, so now for the next part. This is one of the last parts we're going to scrub. Just take your brush, put some oil in it. Alright, so what I need you to do is I need you to scrub the inside of this dust cover.
Yep.
And I need you to get down in here. See where the gas tube comes out down there, Steve? You see that? You need to scrub all around that. You're going to see black on that shiny looking tube. Do not bend that tube. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Yep. And then you're really going to focus on the inside. So go ahead and go from the back side.
Yep. All
that flat surface in there that you see. You want to scrub that whole thing, and then you can take this brush. This is perfect for getting, let's see, where the charging handle lays.
Oh yeah.
So you scrub all the way down, and it'll even go over the tube. So see how that's going?
Yep.
And then you would use a swab when after you get some oil and really scrub it. You'll use a swab to pull it out, and once the swab is clean, you can use the Q-tips as well. You'll pull the dirt. I'm gonna give you a new rag here to save a swab and use the rag. You're okay. All right, go ahead and yep. You can use the brush, yeah.
Get down in there.
There you go. I can see it pulling it off already. might think this is taking a long time, but once you practice and you get this, it should only take a couple minutes.
All right.
Let me check
Take a
this
peek
thing.
in there.
Let me check this thing out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
man. Take this Q-tip and just get all around that gas tube. Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
Here, let me give you a new Q-tip. He totally failed that one, folks.
I had a feeling.
Ew. Alright, he didn't fail. He's just learning.
If you can't see right in here, that brush didn't get in there very good, so. See what's up. Perfect. It's really dirty.
Alright, well, guess what? We're going to take a swab. Here, give me that brush.
Yep.
Hold this. Alright, so I'm going to take this swab. I'm going to put it on over the brush. I'm going to push it down in there. And I'm going to pull all this stuff out the rear. Oh, it's clean now. There you go.
Perfect.
Alright, so you did pretty good. I want you to, you scrubbed all that?
No, on the outside.
You didn't?
No.
Alright, scrub all this down. All this. Not too much oil on the outside. Yep, scrub that dust cover. This is a newer handrail. I don't see any dirt at all on it. Obviously, if you don't see any dirt, you could scrub it if you want to, but you might be wasting your time. This is a F1 Firearms handrail. Super lightweight, comfortable, grips your hands. Can add accessories. Got some QD attachment points at the front and rear on both sides. We're going to use our star brush to clean this Noveski pig, the flash hider. Did you get in between your Picaconny reel?
I did not.
Alright, wipe it down.
Alright.
Alright, now we're going to grab your brush. This one?
Yep.
Put some oil on it. He's got his Noveski pig flash hider. It's awesome. We call it the Flamin' Pig. Alright, go ahead and scrub that. Yep. Put some oil on the small side of the brush. Do the inside. Alright, go ahead and take your cloth, wipe off all the extra. Get the grime out from underneath, inside there.
Oh.
Yeah, see how dirty that is? You need to scrub that again. Yep, more oil on the brush. If you're curious on the parts that are on here, this F1 handrail or the Noveski Flamin' Pig, we have other videos that have the installation of these. Steven, if you would put the links in the comment section below to those other videos.
Yeah, we got the handguard, gas block, Noveski, buttstock. That's about everything on this one.
We're gonna have to do something else, like put an M203. What would those be? A flare gun. Flare gun. I don't know. I don't think it would work with this barrel. I don't see a lug for it. Alright, Steven, let me look at this. Looks pretty clean. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a drop of the CLP and you're going to drop it a couple right in there. You're going to go ahead and take your charging handle. There's a groove in here. You're going to drop it into the groove, push it forward just a little bit. The bolt is forward. You're going to set the bolt
And a little
like
track
this.
in there.
Yep. and then go ahead and
Push it forward.
push it forward. All right, it locked in, right?
Yep.
You're gonna put a drop of oil on the bottom of the bolt carrier, right there. And close your dust port. All right, let's see if. So, the hammer is up, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push the hammer down, put the fire on safe. Right, you're gonna start. You gotta pull your pins back out.
Yep.
So
You got it?
yeah, here. So go ahead and reassemble your firearm.
There we go.
Yep, click it. There you go. So he pushed these two retaining pins back. Now you're gonna do a functions check. So you're gonna pull this back. Put the firearm on fire. Squeeze the trigger. Hold the trigger. After you squeeze it, go back. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna release the trigger. You hear it click, and then boom. That means it's good to go. Now you're gonna I'm gonna hand you a clean rag. You're gonna wipe all the excess off the outside of the firearm. You did pretty good. Folks at home, it doesn't take that long once you know what you're doing. You just get in there, scrub it. If you got questions, you can comment below.
Usually get back to you guys pretty quick if you guys have any comments.
Yeah, Steve gets bored. If you're wondering what happened to me, I went and got a normal job. I don't work for the government or the military. I also, with the cleaning kit, I'll take a rag after I'm done and I will wipe the excess oil off the cleaning rod so it doesn't get the inside of the case all messed up. So I'll just wipe these down, keep them in good working order. So if you like our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Please help us get that 1,000 subscriber mark if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we need 1,000 subscribers so we can really go hard.
We'll start coming out with some more videos now. We've been off for a little bit. I think it's time to come back. We've been talking about doing some shooting videos. Go over some of the basics of shooting with pistols and rifles and whatnot.
Firearm safety.
Give our channel a look. Check out some of our other videos. We got a lot of cleaning videos up there. Some different handguns, AK pistol cleaning. Now, it's been a long time coming, but the AR cleaning.
So it's clean. How do you think Steven did?
Yeah.
Nice and shiny. This rifle literally looks brand new. And I know he's put a couple hundred rounds because I've been with him. This thing is good to go. Good job, Steven.
I appreciate it. This is for the first. If this is you're new to cleaning any type of AR, this is what this video is for. If you're the professional and you guys like to leave the comments in the bottom saying, hey, too much oil or it took too long to do, this is for the beginner, you guys.
Yeah, be kind.
Yeah, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a like, share it with a friend.
Thumbs up. Strong thumbs. Oh, SGR Tactical.
We're back.
Peace. Hold on, bro. I hit the button twice and I heard it once.
It's recording.
It is?
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Get over here. Let's just leave it rolling.
Okay.
It's been a while. I'm a little rusty here.
That's what she said.
Hey, YouTube. What's up?
SGR Tactical is back.
I'm Ben. This is Steven. We've been away for a while, but we're back. And so are the lovely firearms that we desire. Cold, hard steel, if you know what I mean. Today we're doing a video. I'm going to walk Steven here on how to clean this AR-15, M4, M16 variant. Doesn't matter. You clean them the same way. And we're going to do a pretty in-depth for beginners. Yeah, a lesson. Steven is getting taught a lesson. So we're going to adjust the camera and we're going to get going. But first, safety first. Go ahead and make sure it's unloading clear.
Good to go.
Good to go. All right, here we go.